Yo, what up? It's your boy, JJ Stone, aka OHDOCTAH, and it's another Monday. It's time for your medicine. And this week I'm prescribing oil. Apparently, oil is great for your body, it's good for your skin, it's good for the environment. So, why not get some oil? Okay? Um, Randomly, I'm going to flash up pictures of something that should disgust you. And I'm probably going to curse a lot because it makes me angry. I had a conversation today with someone about oil. Okay? Now, here's the thing. This person is a Republican. This person is a devout Republican. This person is retarded. Not because they're a Republican, but just because they think that Republicans don't stand for corporate party. They don't understand that both parties are pretty much a corporate party anymore, and that no politician really gives a shit. Now, where does that leave us? I have no clue, but fucking oil. There's oil in the ocean, and everybody acts like they care, but nobody gives a shit. You know why I know you don't give a shit? Because if you look at these pictures and you see these animals fucking covered in oil, dead, or with their eyes open, dying, it's fucking disgusting. It really is disgusting. It's one of the most sad things you could see. Now, as a person, as a man, as a human being, as an American, one would think this would outrage you. We used to get out and go on the streets and march and do shit. Now we fucking blog and sit here at my fat ass make videos. Nobody even writes letters anymore. I mean, what if it was your fucking dog? What if it was your pet that was fucking covered in oil? What would you do? What in God's name would you do? I really would love to know. What would you do if it was your child? What if that happened to your child? What if something, I don't know how it could happen, your child just flew out of the sky and into the water and came out of the ocean looking black? Not your kids may not already black, but you know what I'm saying. You would rage out. You couldn't stop people from flooding the streets. Well, I hope you couldn't stop people from flooding the streets, but God knows anymore if anybody would fucking do anything. But the point is that these corporations, these politicians, the people that sit there and fucking give you bullshit answers instead of just saying sorry. And I mean, they say sorry, but you know what I mean. They could have took precautions. They could have did things to protect and do all the stuff they could have did, but they didn't have to because nobody was forcing them to do it. Why don't do these corporate? I know they don't have hearts. I know the corporations don't have hearts. I know they don't have souls. But you don't have kids. You don't have kids. You don't have children that you don't want to fucking grow up and be complete rich douchebags drinking oily water. I mean, really? Really? Maybe rich people do have a fucking secret bunker somewhere like you see in the movies that they're just going to shoot shit off in outer space or burrow deep into the earth or fly off on some spaceship or some boat and be cool. Because otherwise, I don't understand how money could really corrupt you that much to just fuck shit up so bad and not care. And really, the oil's not, is it a big deal? It's part of the big deal. But I mean, as Americans, the oil that you see floating on the top, we have that in a day. We use that much oil. We use about 20 million gallons or barrels of oil a day in America. So all that oil up on the top, that's what you used yesterday. So in a couple of days, you've used that oil that you could see. Most of the oil is underneath the bottom, but then you have fucking politicians and scientists telling you that there's not that much oil, there is oil, and nobody knows anything. But God knows we don't fucking do anything. Like, I'm actually going to write a letter to my congressman and my senator. I've never done it before, but I'm going to write a letter just because, for Pete's sake. Really? I mean, you and the way I talk, it doesn't do anything because lobbyists control everything, money controls everything, and as long as politicians take money from megacorps, nothing's ever going to change. But at least in my heart, I'll be able to go to sleep tonight saying I said my piece to somebody. Would you fucking do something? Yes, you. Kyle and me were driving last month in a Prius. Party, fiesta, forever. Come on and sing along. All night long, all night, all night, all night long, all night, all night, all night long, all night, all night, all night long, all night. Hey. I tell you what, my black ass needs to invest in a hybrid or an electric car or something. Why don't they just, if politicians, if big America, if Americans really cared, why don't they just say every car is 4-cylinder, every new car is a hybrid, you can't afford it, then fucking go buy a used car, stop buying new cars unless it's a car that saves and cuts down on oil and gas. Why don't we do that? But we won't do that because nobody gives a shit. They want to fucking have a soccer mom and a freaking SUV Armada with no fucking kids. Wait, she's not even really a soccer mom. She's just some bitch with some big ass glasses thinking she look cool with her fucking huge SUV. That shit should be against the law. I mean, if you're not using the full extent of your vehicle, I know it's America, I know it's free choice, but for Pete's sake, if you really care about the future, if you really care about the environment, every car should be a hybrid. Every car, or if it's not, it should be 4-cylinder, unless you're fucking doing construction, heavy duty, or you're fucking Danica Patrick and you got to flash part of your boo for GoDaddy on a commercial or something. It should be mandatory that you just drive a regular car. I mean, technically, you can't speed anyway. So they make these cars go 160 miles an hour for what? To trap your dumb ass into getting a ticket. And let me tell you, in the Prius, we was doing like 110. We was balling. So even with an electric hybrid, whatever kind of car, you can still muscle out of control, but you just got to get your speed up to go do it. Really? Do we care? I don't think we care. I would love to see some people marching on something or some people do. I mean, for all the shit that I've laughed at teabaggers, at least they get off their ass and go sit down and a retarded circle jerk and act like they're cool and talk about their problems and misspell shit on signs, but they go out and do stuff. Everybody that's smart in America sits at home, watches TV, goes out, has another beer, collects an unemployment check, cries about how nobody's doing shit for them because the fucking government and big America doesn't care, and I don't know. I'm angry. I'm so upset. Just write a letter. Do something. You know what? Here's my promise to you. If you're so fucking lazy that you can't look up your senator or your congressman, you email me. owen@iqmz.com. That's my personal email. You email me, tell me what your state is and what your town is. I'll go look up what your fucking senator and congressman is, and I'll send you their address so you can write them. I promise you that. Anybody who said I will send you their address. I'll look it up for you. You lazy bastard. Oh. I'm your boy with JJ Stone, aka OHDOCTAH, and I don't want my daughter growing up drinking acid rain on a fucked up planet. It's probably going to happen anyway. I don't know if anybody's heard about the great garbage patch floating out there in the ocean, but Google that shit. Do your research. Cut down on gas. Walk your dumb ass to the grocery store if you live within 5 or 10 blocks. Take more public transportation if it's possible. Next time you're trying to buy a new car, buy a car that's reasonable and doesn't use and waste gas. And please, for the love of God, just try to be a better person. I'm your boy with JJ Stone, aka OHDOCTAH. My boy Tony all the time always says the only way the planet's going to survive is if we all kill ourselves. That's not going to happen either, Tony. But sometimes I wish it would happen. I'm out.